How's it going, guys? It's good night in the greatest city in the world. A couple minutes late here, but just getting back from the meetup. Whoa, don't do that. Don't do that, you guys. Just got back from the meetup, had a really fun time, and really enjoyed it. So I'll tell you a little bit about it in just a second. I literally am still plugging in all of my information here, and we'll see who's going to join us this evening. So there's always a couple minutes at the beginning of a live stream where, let's see, where we're just trying to get some people on here, start a conversation, and we'll just see how it goes. But anyways, I hope that you guys had a wonderful night tonight. Hope you had a great weekend. And give me just a second to pull up my YouTube comments and we'll get right into it. Probably be a shorter live stream today because it's been quite a long day for me. I woke up this morning. My wife at 2 a.m. Was sick with the same thing that I was sick with last week. So she is completely down and out. So I had the fun task of getting all the kids ready for church today, taking the kids to church because I couldn't even really leave them home with her. She was just in really, really bad shape. So wanted to make sure that she was doing okay. And then got the kids to church, preached this morning, which always takes a lot out of me. Then the rest of my day was spent kind of preparing for the meetup tonight. And had the meetup. I spoke a little bit there as well, and here I am speaking again. So I am now, my voice is dying, and I'm just kind of mentally drained. But that's cool. Still, I'm happy to be here, happy to be with you guys, and hopefully we'll just have a short conversation tonight. If you guys have any questions for me, I'd be more than happy to do that, and we can, just talk about the greatest city in the world, talk about the meetup, talk about maybe sites for a future meetup. Bugsy's was great. Jeff made some awesome pizza for us tonight. Also, a couple people got salads. That's pretty cool. And then we also had Dunkin' Donuts too. But it was kind of a smaller place. If we would have had twice as many people show up, we'd have been in a lot of trouble. Because we had maybe 20 or so people, and we were packed in there pretty tight. So I think it was around 20 people. Maybe you guys could correct me if I'm wrong. Let me count real quick. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. I think it's right around 20. So anyways, not important, but it was really cool. It was really fun. The highlight of my night was 3D Maker Kid and his family came. That was really enjoyable because he's always active on the live streams. And so it's just really neat because I feel like I get to know you guys over time, and I'm sure you guys get to feel like you know me. But the fact is we don't really know each other all that well. We think that we do, but we just don't. So once we can actually meet up in person and talk to each other as real humans face to face, it's just different. So it was really fun. I really want to do it again. I'm thinking for the next one, we should do it maybe outdoors and do I know someone said a pig roast at one point. I think we should do something like that, like a huge barbecue meetup in the park in the summertime, or maybe a couple months from now, sometime towards the end of May. That would be super fun, like a Summer Serve kickoff event, and try to make that happen. But let's see who's in here. I'm showing 15 people. We got 6 likes on here. If you're on here and you want to hit the like button, that would be totally awesome. Okay, so Caden's in the house, and he was first, by the way. Becky Claypool's here. Hi, Becky. Connie's here as well, or Summer, I should say. Great to talk with you again tonight, Connie. It's been great to get to know you and your husband and Roger over the last several months. Very, very excited to have you guys in my life. Last Time Inc. is here. Thought you were first, but you were fourth. Randall's in the house. Darth Jar Jar's in the house. Kelly's here. Royal Learning Time is here. Paul's here. A lot of people here. Jeez. Kevin says, darn you all. I refreshed my page like a maniac. And you were like 10th, Kevin. Gene's in the house. Zumo Jumo says, I have more subs. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. 3D Maker Kid says, what's up? And the 3D Maker Kid also sent me a message. He said, next time we fly drones. And we could do drones if we were outdoors and it was a nice day. That would be really fun. Or we could just try to get like a bigger warehouse-style space. That would be really cool, too. Let's see here. Randall43 says, where is Beverage Critic? I don't even know who that is. Darth Jar Jar says, Zumo Jumo wants to box you. He wants to fight. Fight me? Why would you want to fight me? I wouldn't be much of a fight anyway. You'd probably beat me up. Last Time Inc. says, is that Randall Barrett? I'm not sure who that is. The man, the myth, Andrew. You guys. I'm really not that special, trust me. And anyone who was there tonight, once you meet me, I always think it's funny, like people, people really think that I'm special or that I have like some kind of special ability, but I'm just really not. I'm just a normal guy. And then everyone that meets me in person always is like, wow, you're a lot shorter than I thought you were. Because I think the camera, I don't know, must add 6 inches to my height or something. Because everyone believes that I'm supposed to be 6 foot or 6'1", and then they meet me and I'm only 5'7". So it's like I'm just a little guy, and so I'm not much of a fighter, but. Kelly said, I expect to see you and my dad when I'm working, coming in for some donuts. Totally. I totally want to do that. Although we had 36 Dunkin' Donuts tonight. So, and I have a few left over here. I have 6 left over. But I was surprised. We ate a lot of donuts. We ate 5 pizzas tonight and a couple salads. So, we put down some food. But Bugsy, he made me a totally great deal on the whole thing. I paid like half of what I was expecting to. So I think he made me a really good deal, honestly. I was just going to pay him whatever he wanted to be paid, and because he was giving us the space for free as well, let us take over 3/4 of his pizza shop. Let's see. Todd says, sorry I missed the meetup. My car is still down. Todd, you missed it, man. The highlight of the night, okay? The highlight of the night, 3D Maker Kid steps up to the table, and he was playing bubble hockey. I played him one-on-one. We had a really good game. And then my daughters stepped up. My 6-year-old and 4-year-old daughter stepped up and played Jaden and 3D Maker Kid, both much older than them. And my daughters beat him 3 games in a row. They just I don't know how I think he scored on himself more than anyone else, but the bubble hockey was legendary. And my oldest daughter's very, very competitive, and when she wins, she's very, very excited. So it was really entertaining at the end of the night to watch her. Every time they would score a goal, she's just going crazy. It was so funny. But I got a couple videos of that, so I'll show that in an upcoming video, some highlights of the meetup. Let's see what else we got here. Big Dog's in the house. Good to see you tonight as well. Stacy's in the house. Good to see you tonight. I got to finally meet you. That was really fun. So I've been waiting to meet you as well. I know you started a YouTube channel, and you got I've seen a couple different videos when you were doing Light Up Night, and I think that's really cool that you're getting into making videos and you want to get your channel going. It's really neat to see other people get inspired to do YouTube, especially on a local level. I think that there's a lot of power in it, and we're just beginning to scratch the surface of what that's going to look like for Kittanning. So Paul says, thanks for everything you guys are doing to help me out with my mom. Yeah, absolutely, Paul. I'm so sorry to hear about your mom still, and it's our pleasure to be your friend, especially during this time, to be there with you. So that's where we're at. Caden says, I was watching quads all night. I really wanted to go. Really wanted you to be there. We got to make it happen next time, Ian. 3D Maker Kid says, let's literally get a warehouse and invite the Pittsburgh drone racing team. I didn't even know there was such a thing as a drone racing team. That sounds awesome. And yeah, we need to make that happen. Do they ever do it outside? I mean, I guess you'd have to have perfect weather probably, but. Kevin says, Andrew has got an anime on his side. Yeah. I've got an anime on my side, and only one of those things matters. Zumo says, Randall, go away. 3D Maker Kid says, laugh out loud, Kevin. I can put Randall in a timeout if he needs to. We'll see. Roger says, had a great time tonight, Andrew. Thank you. You're very welcome. Great to have you there. Todd says, popped in to say hi later. Have to get food. Worked on my car all weekend. Burnt out. Later. All right, Todd. See you later. We'll catch the next meetup. And maybe just you and me can get together and, get some bubble hockey going. Let's see here. Jonathan. Let's see. Jonathan Tarr, sorry I missed the meetup. I wanted to go so bad, but other things with my kids didn't allow it. I understand. I want to meet all you guys, so hopefully over time we'll have several more meetups over the coming months and years, and hopefully we'll all get to know each other better over time. I don't even know what you guys are talking about, sumo wrestling. Evan says, hey, sorry I couldn't come. It's okay, Evan. Gene says, thanks for the good night. It was a blessing. Very good, very good. 3D Maker Kid says, I'm not great at bubble hockey. Really fun, though. It was really fun. And I'm not really good either. I just kind of hit the puck around. I was trying to get some skill involved into it, but I don't know. It would take me a lot of practice, I think, to get better at it. Kelly says, have to get off of here. Just wanted to say hi. Good to see you, Kelly. Especially if you're going to work at Dunkin' Donuts, you're really going to need to get your schedule right. They start at 4 in the morning, I think. Oh, you guys are telling each other you love each other now. I'm so glad you guys made up. That's good. Zumo Jumo. I have more views on one video than your whole EP. That's cool, man. I love it. I'm not going for huge amounts of views, although I would love it, or huge amounts of subscribers, although I'd love that too. I'm going for changing the world around me, and so that's the whole point of this YouTube channel. We just want to see Kittanning be a better place, you guys. That's why I'm here. Last Time Inc. says, can you shout me out? I just did. 3D Maker Kid says, they can do it outside. Oh, that's awesome. Well, maybe we could set something up in the park or community park. We have a huge open space up there with no trees around. It would be a great spot for drone racing. Becky says, do you know any info on the scavenger hunt this summer in Kittanning? I do actually know about the scavenger hunt. I'm going to be working with the other Andrew. His name is Andrew Hirsch. He's the one putting on the scavenger hunt. And I'm going to be working on a video with him. So that's coming up soon. What it's going to be is there's going to be specific places, I believe 15 spots around the city of Kittanning and maybe a little bit outside where you have to go 100% and take a picture with the markers that he's going to have up around town. A lot of them will be at local businesses. A lot of them will be at local landmarks. And then there will be a lot of other places that you can go also. But you have to get the 15 to be eligible to win the prize. And then you get points for going to all the other ones as well. And there's a t-shirt that he has. If you wear the t-shirt, you get extra points. If you purchase something from the business that you go into, you get extra points as well. And so the person with the most points at the end, I think the top 3 prizes are going to be, the one is already up to $1,100 or something, or maybe it was $1,500. The second prize I think was $500. Third prize I think was $250. So if you want to participate in that, I want to say it's $5 or $10 to get yourself a map and get entered. And yeah, it sounds like it's going to be really cool. Sounds like it's going to be good for local business, local tourism, and I'm all about that kind of stuff. So I'm going to be doing a video with him soon. He also has a drone, the drone I'm looking to buy, which is a Mavic Air. And so maybe we could do a little drone flight as well, where I could test it out and see if I can fly it. So that's what I know so far, Becky. If you have specific questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to answer them. Sorry, I see the comments are going crazy here. I'll get it. I'll get to it, guys. I promise. Let's see. Put Randall in timeout, please. Okay. I will. So we'll do that right now. So that's good. Randall, you're in timeout. Sorry, buddy. Mr. Meme says, were you at the Trout Unlimited banquet in Ford City yesterday? I was not. I was very busy yesterday doing work at the church and then working on my sermon, all those kinds of things. 3D Maker Kid says, you are never going to let me forget getting beat by your daughter. No, and the internet won't let you forget either because it's going to be on there. Let's see. That's pretty explicit. Put Randall in timeout. I did, for sure, you guys. Don't worry about it. Danielle Winter, we should plan some great, exciting things for this summer. Absolutely. Danielle, what do you have in mind? Let's make something happen. I don't know what Randall's doing. Normally, Randall's really normal when he's on here. So I just, I'm not sure what's gotten into him tonight. But hopefully he'll settle down when he's out of his timeout. Dustin said, it was awesome meetup tonight with fellow YouTubers. It was fun. I had a blast. Great food. Great pastor God, all that stuff. Living Water Church. Good comment, Dustin. Thank you, sir. Evan says, Colin wants to know if he can meet up with you tomorrow, 4:30. I may not be able to tomorrow, actually. I have a couple things to work on. So I probably won't be able to meet tomorrow, Colin. But we can plan for a future week for sure. Let's see. I got to remove more comments now. Gosh, you guys, what are you doing? Okay. Oh my gosh. Zumo Jumo needs a timeout as well. What is happening with you guys tonight? Okay. Cool, I'm interested in the hunt, says summer fun rides. Jar Jar, I think I have to put you in timeout too, man. You're all like instigating each other. I'm not sure what's up with that. Caden says, read the Snapchat. I'll try to get to it, friend. Becky says, thanks for the info. I'm already signed up. Very cool. Yeah, if you guys want to sign up, he has a website. It is adventureinpa, I believe, .com. He also has a Facebook page, so you can go like the Facebook page. Go check out his stuff on his website. He's a professional website builder, and so everything that he makes is to a pretty high quality standard, and I'm pretty impressed by it so far. His drone videos are good. The graphic designer that he has is off the charts. The logo that he has is like a heart logo, and then it's like a custom drawn insert of the city of Kittanning. It's really, really cool, so go check it out. Jaden says, I don't know what that means. Mr. Meme says, thank you for making Kittanning a better place. Very cool, very cool. Kevin says, it's just seeing hope and support in the eyes of a few gives me hope for the city. You are all so amazing. Kevin, that's my takeaway from the night as well. I really, really enjoyed the entire meetup. Yeah, a lot of them were church people. About 80% of the people were church people, and just a handful were people that I've never met before or people that I don't get to interact with very often. So I enjoyed spending time with church people, don't get me wrong, but it's very special for me to meet new people and new people that are excited about the future of the city. But I did kind of present a little plan for what I'm planning to work on over the next several years, actually. And I'll be revealing that on the channel in the next couple weeks. And I just wanted to get, some feedback from other people, and I think it was mostly positive feedback. Everyone said it was a worthy place to take the channel, so we're going to go ahead and make that happen. And I'll reveal the grand master plan here in the next probably the next 2 weeks or so. I have a lot of catching up to do and some refining of the message before I actually put it into video format. But yeah, we're going to make it happen, and it's going to be awesome. Let's see. Gene says, good night, got to work at the church in the morning. Good night, friend. Swan says, good evening. You mean I arrived just in time to miss the explicit comments? I know. I'm sorry. You missed all the fun. What's going on? It's been a crazy day, Swan. Really crazy day. Dirt Bikes for Life says, my grandma passed away today. I am so sorry, my friend. I know I got to talk to you a little bit on Facebook the other day, but it's always hard. So I'm very sorry for your loss. I know you said she was suffering for quite some time, and that people were ready for it, but that still doesn't make it any easier. So I'm just very sorry for your loss. Roblox says, did you see me? I did not see you, Roblox. Braden says, hey. Crazy Potato says, I want to meet you one day. You got to come to the meetup. Let's do this thing. Okay. You guys, honestly, I think I just want to make this really short. Is that okay? I'm just pretty tired. Although we have a lot of people here. Is there anything you guys want to talk about? I'm willing to stay on for another 10 minutes if we have something to talk about. Is there any questions that you guys have for me about my personal life or work life or church life or future meetups, anything like that? I'd be interested. Oh, Caden says, read my snap. I could do that real quick. Let's check it out. I had messages from a few people, actually. Kevin said, thanks for the meetup. That's very cool. He didn't take many notes. That's okay. Gene says, good night tonight. God bless you and everything you're doing for us. Praying for a miracle. Very good, very good. So excited for the future of the city, you guys. Just can't express that enough. Snapchat. Oh, yeah. Caden, I did read it. Snapchat. I got it. We put them all in timeout. We're good to go. Hit the like button, everyone. Paul is telling us. Kevin says, you know, I'm starting to think that the mainstream media is worse than the devil. You know what? The mainstream media has been really horrible. You look at just how they politicize everything and how they don't report things. They only report things if it's going to support the agenda that they're trying to push. And then they report it in a way that is pushing only their side of the agenda. They don't actually report facts. It's really, really frustrating. And so I agree with you with the mainstream media thing. And I think they're actually sowing the seeds of their own demise. And that excites me, actually. But I look at it almost like labor unions. How labor unions kind of pushed and pushed and pushed, and ultimately they pushed the companies they were trying to extract money from, they pushed them right out of the country. I think that same thing is going to happen with the mainstream media. They're pushing and pushing and pushing their own agenda. They're losing all of their credibility, and they're leaving the door wide open for people like me, and people obviously much bigger than me, to become the media. And so I think on a local level, there's going to be people like me all over the country that are going to ultimately take over their local media and become a voice that people actually can trust. And then I think on a national level, you're going to see more and more shows pop up on YouTube that will actually become the next CNN, the next Fox News, the next MSNBC. And you'll see entire media empires actually be built within platforms of YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. And those things already exist. I mean, there's already huge media companies that exist within those, but they're actually going to completely take over and destroy the mainstream media as we know it. So let's see here. Who else we got here? Crazy Potato says, what do you record? I'm not sure what you mean. Like, what camera do I use? Like, I'm not sure what you're asking. So go ahead and ask that question a little more detailed, and I'll be happy to let you know. Braden says, I was going to go to the meetup, but my sister was in a musical. Your sister was in a musical? Was it the high school musical thing at Armstrong? I'm sure it was really good. I think they always put on great production. So I hope you had a good time. Jaden says, are you going fishing? Probably not. I don't have a fishing license, but I'll probably go to some places where people are fishing because my friend Kevin wants to go fishing, and he said he's going to serve food. And, I'm all about food. Absolutely. Mr. Meme says, are you going to shave your beard? I will eventually. I was kind of trying to grow it out, but I don't know. Every time I grow it out, then I chicken out and I just cut it again. And then every time I cut it, I'm like, oh, I enjoy it much better when it's cut anyway. So I can't decide. I either want a huge beard or I just want a short beard. It's like that whole in-between time that I just can't really stand. Let's see here. Becky says, have a good night. I didn't make it to the meetup, but we'll get your autograph one of these days. That's funny. But I totally give you my autograph. It won't be worth anything, but you could do it. Kevin says, can we get a Christian news update in your videos? Yeah, I guess we could. I'm not sure what exactly you want. Like, are you talking about like the article I posted on Facebook today? Because the whole Muslim tragedy that happened in Christchurch in New Zealand, it truly is a tragedy, and my heart breaks for that community, and my heart also breaks because it seems like anytime like it's a white person involved, they always just automatically assume that person is a practicing Christian. I don't know why that is, and so it becomes a Christian killing a Muslim, and that guy wasn't Christian at all. he was a radical all over the board. I'm guessing someone very mentally ill. He claimed to be like follower of conservative media, but he also claimed that Red China was his ideal country. It doesn't make any sense. So that kind of stuff. That's exactly what I'm talking about with the mainstream media. The way they report that is going to be all right-wing stuff, and they won't actually report any of the actual facts of the case. They're just going to report whatever they want to push their side of the, number one, the gun agenda, and number two, their agenda that's saying that Donald Trump is, the worst thing to ever happen to anything ever. And you look at Donald Trump's record, and yeah, he's bombastic, and he says a lot of stupid stuff that I don't necessarily agree with. But if you look at what he's actually done, a lot of the stuff that he's done has been a lot of things that I totally agree with. The tax reform bill totally needed to happen, especially on the corporate tax side, and then a lot of the other things that he's done with immigration, all that kind of stuff. He's fiery. He says things in a way that I wouldn't say them, but at the same time, the policies I think have been overall mostly correct, and so that's one man's opinion. But the other part that I had also put up there, people don't want to pay attention to the Christian shooting that happened in the Philippines. Nobody wants to talk about that, where a bunch of a Muslim group actually proclaimed publicly that they were proud that they had done it, that they went into a Christian church. I think they bombed it. It killed 20 people and injured many, many more. And they were very happy about it. You look at the things that happened in Nigeria, not in the major cities, but in the uncontrolled areas of northern Nigeria in the oil country, and the Muslims will go into a Christian village and literally just slaughter everybody, man, woman, and child. And they're proud of it. And nobody wants to talk about that. You never hear about that on the news at all. And so I'm not sure why those things don't get reported, other than the fact that they are completely biased, and they only care when people die if there's an agenda that they can push through it. So that's your small Christian news update. But if I hear of other things, and if that's something you guys are actually interested in, I would love to talk about that. Absolutely. I think I'm going to have to hire one of you guys to be my admin person, because it's really terrible here. Kelly's reading her Bible tonight. That's great. Darth Jar Jar, your camera quality is 144p. Is that what it's streaming at? That's not very good. Oh, Braden says, Legally Blonde. Okay, very good. Oh, gosh. You guys, I don't know what's going on. Randall says, you need a good camera. I could, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not reading some comments here. I don't know what's happening in the live stream tonight. 3D Maker Kid says, it was delightful at the meetup and not hearing a single curse the entire time. Absolutely, too. Ay, ay, ay. All right. I have people in a couple timeouts here. I'm just going to go ahead and start removing them pretty soon. Mr. Meme, what is your opinion on the safe to say? I'm not sure what that is. I have no idea what that is. Jaden says, I'll be your admin 100% free. It would have to be someone that I know, Jaden, and I just don't know who you are. Kevin would be my ideal administrator, 100%. 3D Maker Kid, you would be another one if you wanted to. So yeah, I have to figure out how to set that up. But I'm going to set that up for the next live stream, and then you guys will have the ability to remove comments since I don't get to them quite as fast as you guys do. Well, we took a couple of other topics there. We took another 10 minutes up. We are at our 30 minutes. And, oh, one more question. Maybe we got another good one here. Braden says, what do you feel about gun rights and corrupt police officers? So I actually totally agree with the fact that police officers should have cameras this day and age. Cameras are ubiquitous, they're cheap, and so I think that solves the corrupt police officer argument most of the time. I think the vast majority of police officers are good, upstanding people that want to do a good job and serve the communities that they live in. I think there is definitely corrupt police officers out there. As far as gun rights perspective, I'm for background checks. I think those are okay. I don't think that someone that has shot somebody before should be able to buy a gun. But that being said, you have to realize you're never going to stop people from getting guns. And so you can't restrict the rights of other gun owners and expect things to just get better. And if you look at a place like Armstrong County, which the survey came out again, we were number 3 at one point with the with gun. Oh wait, I can add a moderator right now. Sorry, I gotta add a moderator real quick. Kevin. All right, Kevin, you got the power, buddy. I see some more comments here that need to be taken out. But go ahead and put them in timeout. You don't got to ban them from the channel or anything. All right, very good. All right, now I can actually focus. So you can't restrict other people's rights and expect things to get better. The fact is there are a lot of good guys with guns that do a lot of good things. And guns are a great deterrent. And so if someone breaks into your house and you shoot somebody, that makes someone not want to break into your house again. And so I'm not really for shooting people, but I'm for being able to defend your property with everything. And so especially, I have kids in my house, you guys. You come into my house, you're gonna get shot with a shotgun. It's not gonna be fun for you. So I just I totally believe in the gun rights of the people, but I also totally believe in accountability for our police. And so if a police officer shoots someone unjustly, they should 100% be punished. Every single time. They should go to jail just like any other person. And so I just want to that's my take on it. It's a both and. It's not that we have to take away all guns from all people, and it's not that police officers need guns taken away from them, and all police officers are terrible, and we need to start murdering police officers like they did in Dallas and all that kind of stuff. That's crazy. That's a crazy solution, and you have to the media once again only portrayed one side of every single one of those stories. You look at what happened. Was it in Missouri? Where all the riots and all that stuff happened, and you had Obama basically just fanning the flames to get it going, and the media fanning the flames, and then it was Ferguson, Missouri, and everyone just making things worse and worse and worse. When really it was probably two people who were in a really terrible interaction. It didn't need to be an entire town burned to the ground. It just didn't make any sense to me. You create more and more violence. That's never the answer. And it wasn't the answer in the 1960s, the civil rights movement. I mean, that's what they were claiming to be following. But Martin Luther King would be rolling over in his grave if he saw some of the ways that we try to change things now, from a Christian perspective and from a civil rights perspective. So that being said, I'm very sensitive to all that stuff. I do believe that racism still exists, all those kinds of things. I just don't think the way that we're trying to change things is actually helping anything. Anyways, you guys, I'm getting way into a whole different batch of stuff. If you want to talk about this kind of stuff more often, I'm totally game. I read The Economist, and I'm normally very up on American news and world news. So I would love to have those conversations more often. But you got to ask the questions. If you guys ask the questions, then I will give you my take on it at the very least. Let's see. Kevin's chasing him out. All right, good. Real learning time. Yeah, your husband's a police officer. They got body cameras last year, and it should make your husband safer as well, because someone's not going to want to do something to a police officer if he's wearing a camera either. And so it's safe, and it's safe for him too, because he can't be falsely accused if the camera's on. That's a scary thing from a police officer's perspective, just the same as it is from like a pastor's perspective. I can't ever have any, I do my best not to have one-on-one interaction with any kid ever. And at our church, we have a policy that we're always going to have, two people if there's ever kids involved in any kind of project, because you just can't have that kind of stuff. And it's not because, I don't believe anyone would ever do anything at our church, but it's even the false accusations. You have to protect from that as well. So it's multiple things over and over and over again that you have to really protect not only the other person, but you have to protect yourself too in this day and age, because everyone seems to be after money, after dollars. Kevin says, we often need to take cookies and donuts to our police officers and thank them. Whether you like them or not, they will risk their lives for you. Well said, Kevin. Well said. Zach asked, how was church? Church was good. I thought it was good. I preached a little too long, though, longer than I expected to. So, that is what it is. Happens every now and again. Kevin says, we all love PewDiePie. It just is. Gosh, what are you guys doing? I don't know where the trolls came from, you guys. I have no clue. Braden says, go on, search CCW on YouTube. He's a cop watcher where police officers blatantly go against the Constitution and laws. Okay. I could go check it out. Like I said, I believe that it happens. But I also think like a lot of the guys who they pull up, the police officer pulls them over and they're like, I'm not talking to you. I know my rights. I'm not talking to you. Like, that's not helpful for anybody either. Like, just talk to somebody and move on with your life. It's just, I don't understand it. Yeah, I don't know where the trolls came from. I just don't know you guys. But, they're here, I guess. I guess I should take it as a compliment. Like, we're big enough now that there's trolls here. But there's been a lot of people in timeouts. There's been probably 5 people in timeouts tonight. Some of them multiple times. Some of them might just get banned from the channel and we'll take care of it that way. Anyways. Big Dog says, are you going to video the church service? I'm planning to eventually. I took a video today of the church service just to see if we could do some more for my social media perspective from the church. I'd like to take a couple snippets, like a minute or 2-minute clip, and then we could use those to run ads on Facebook or Instagram as a church and try to push out the sermons to get people to listen to the entire sermon. And so, that would be, I think, really key for us. I think that would help a lot from a marketing perspective that we're missing out on. But Braden says, can you set up a live stream for your church? We could, and we're planning to eventually. Live streaming, people think is really simple from a church perspective, but once you're getting away from a camera, it becomes more and more difficult. The bigger it gets, the more expensive it gets. Like, this is great. I have a camera, I have a phone, it's fine. The picture quality's okay, the sound quality's good. And so, that's good enough for a one-person live stream. When you get from a church perspective and you have the cameras here, the person speaking is 50 feet away, you get into running sound through the soundboard. You need special streaming software to stream through a computer and to coordinate all those things together. It's a little bit of more of an ordeal than people think that it is. And so we will set it up eventually, but we are neck deep in a remodeling project at the church. And so after that's finished, then we can start working on other projects. But it's going to be a while yet. It's going to be a few months before we have anything else that's going to be there. But Big Dog Bro says, that would be nice when I can't come. Yeah, absolutely. But right now, even when you can't come, Like right now today, Living Water. If you search Living Water Church Kittanning on YouTube, you'll find our YouTube channel, and the sermon's always there. It's not a video sermon, but it's an audio sermon, and you'll be able to listen to the entire thing, and you'll get the majority of the effect for sure. If anything, it's better because you can pause and look up the scriptures, and you can do those kinds of things. And I think it's better to listen to a sermon on YouTube than actually listen to it live, but that might just be me. I think church, what's great for the church is the live worship. That's where it's really awesome. Mr. Meme says, any big plans in the near future? Tons of big plans. There's going to be so many videos coming out, you guys, about what we're planning to do, what we talked about tonight. I'm not going to reveal it right now, though, but I promise you that it will get better. There will be some good stuff coming. Streaming software is easy to do when you get used to it. Yes, it's easy to use when you get used to it. But from a church perspective, we gotta have a little bit more equipment. We don't have everything we need to make it happen yet. All right, guys. I think I'm out for 40 minutes now. We're way longer than I was expecting. But I love you all. I'll be happy to see you very soon. And like I said, we'll talk about the big plans in the near future. We will, I promise. Have a good one.